First question. Are you finding it fairly, like, which market would you say is harder to crack in, Australia or the States?
I definitely would say the States, due to a couple of things. I guess one would be the size of America as far as a touring circuit, and in that sort of respect, it's just a lot bigger.
Yeah.
For Australia, I guess we've already sort of cracked it in some regard, but there's always, work to be done and the bigger picture ahead. But definitely the States, man, it's a lot bigger in a lot of respects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I guess Express Magazine's a local magazine for you guys?
Sure.
Now, they obviously said that you guys are building your fan base more like a religion. Are you finding that's the case, or do you more take it day by day, fan by fan?
I think we kind of like to win it fan by fan.
Okay.
I think there's something kind of organic about that, and that usually comes off things like your live shows. I mean, if you're in front of an audience and you do your best and try and kick as much ass as you can.
Yeah.
I like I like doing things like that. Like you win people fan by fan. I think that's a really strong base to sort of build a fan base on,
Okay. Now, you guys are from Perth?
We are, man. Perth, West Australia.
Now, from my understanding, it's a pretty musically starved area of Australia. I mean, it's pretty isolated, right?
It's the most isolated city on the planet.
Really, eh?
Yep.
So how is the hard rock metal scene over there? I mean, are they like any band that shows up or just going to get hundreds of fans like showing up, or how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, Perth, it does have its bands that pull their own crowds. I mean, it's got a pretty good metal scene there. It's got a pretty good sort of punk, I guess, hard rock scene.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's just a smaller scene. Like, it's really healthy, man, but it's just smaller compared to, I guess, things like Sydney, which is on the East Coast, and that's like a massive city, and things like Melbourne, that's just got the same sort of stuff. I mean, nationally, it's really healthy, but it just depends on the city. I mean, the bigger the city, the bigger the sort of scene,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get on to the next question. Sorry, man. Now, you guys teamed up with a local, I don't know if he's a local DJ, but his name's, is it Wally DeBacker or DeBecker?
Wally DeBacker?
Yeah.
Well, he's actually the first thing he did was play in a band called The Basics, which are like a four-piece sort of, it's kind of like late rock sort of stuff, but really, really cool. But he put himself out as a solo artist now called Gautier. Okay. Which is kind of like his AKA,
Yeah.
And we just sort of, we heard his record when he put it out and fell in love with it, and then we kind of hooked up with him at a show, and he really enjoys our record, and from there we just had a common interest, and there's a bit of respect happening, and we decided to do one of his tracks on a remix record he put out, and from there it's just been a bit of a bromance, really, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Next question. Obviously you put out your first demo record out on your own, and you guys have obviously teamed up with Beeler Brothers. I mean, for you, what level of different expectations did you approach on each album, and what did you find the major differences to be in?
Well, to date we've only really put out like an EP, which is like a mini album.
Right.
We put that out in 2001.
Yeah.
It features 5 songs, and then we spent the next sort of 3 years working on our debut, Tomato, which came out sort of late 05 and in Australia, and then came out here in April this year.
Right.
So, there's just sort of, like I say, we put 3 years into the record. It's just something that kind of demanded that much time, and we think it paid off because we like to take time in our records. We're probably a little bit too anal about it, but it's just how things go.
How did you find Beeler Brothers was taking it as well?
I think they're really behind the record, man. They're really excited and motivated about developing the band and pushing the band here in the States and into other territories. So we're excited about it, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Now, with the, obviously, American fan base, have they responded by getting a lot of requests on a lot of the radio stations that you wanted?
Yeah, radio's been really good for that sort of thing, and satellite radio as well.
Really? Eh?
People are, I mean, that's how they've heard about the band. If not through MySpace, it's through avenues like radio and satellite radio, and that's how they're coming to the shows. And for us, it's been quite a surprise because there's people who are at the shows and they're familiar with the band's material, which is a bit of a brain breaker, man. It's really, really cool.
Really? Eh?
Oh yeah, man, they're totally into it.
Wow, and a lot of it comes from satellite radio, eh?
Yeah, man.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, totally cool.
That's awesome. So there's definitely a future there in satellite radio. Is there any particular shows that have drawn like your newer quote-unquote fan base? Well, I won't say quote-unquote, but...
Yeah, I can't actually think of the names of them.
Which one is it? Is it XM or Sirius?
And there's another one. What's it, like Senator or Senior or something like that?
I'm not sure. Like I know Sirius and XM, but I don't know each specific show or each channel. Well, hey, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you, in the next couple of albums, see how you guys progress.
Dude, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I like watching bands like yourselves, especially in North America, being from Australia.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely out of control, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you very much, Richard.
All right, thanks again, eh?
All right, mate, take it easy.
Take it easy. Later. Bye.